Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie and I post workout videos and stretching videos for figure skaters. But if you're not a figure skater, you're welcome to do these videos as well. Today's video, I did have figure skaters in mind, but if you are not a skater, it's perfectly fine. We're going to be doing a full body stretch and you are welcome to join. So in this video, as I said in one of the videos, which was about maintaining your fitness level while you're not on the ice, that's a 40-minute video. I'll put it somewhere here. This video is for maintaining your flexibility when you're not on the ice. So we're gonna go through like a full body stretch and do some spirals at the end, but this is not it's not gonna include big stretches like splits, middle splits, or back bends. You can see some of my other stretching videos for those specific topics. I will post them here at the top. So let's get down onto the ground. We're gonna do some exercises that are gonna warm us up a little bit to get our body ready. So let's just come on to our knees and we're going to tuck our toes under, sitting onto our heels, and we're just going to just gently sit on them. You can lift up a little bit if that's too intense. While we're here, we're gonna roll our shoulders back nice and slowly. Inhaling at the top, exhaling down. So if you're one of the people who do my group classes, the one on Monday especially, which we deal with flexibility, you will know we do this stretch a lot. And now we go forward with those shoulder rolls. Feel welcome to release if it's getting too uncomfortable. Good. And now slowly release. Let's inhale our arms up, then exhale, open your knees and come down into a nice child's pose. And then let's start to lift ourselves up, but right away rounding out our spine. We're going to take a few spinal rolls, coming a little bit over our wrists, then arching our spine, going back, rounding out the spine here, chin to your chest, arching, going back, and round it out, and back. Good, let's do two more. And last one. Perfect. Come back to your all fours position. Now we're just going to deal with only our pelvic floor, our pelvis, and our lower back. So all we're going to be doing is taking a neutral spine and then tucking our pelvis under. Then back to the neutral spine. Inhaling, exhale, tuck that pelvis under. So kind of like a cat and cow with just your lower back. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good job. Now we're just going to slowly come into what is called a puppy pose. We're going to bring our hands forward a little bit farther away from us. Then we're going to bring our chest down. You're welcome to bring your forehead to the mat for an easier version. Or you can bring your chin to the mat and go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Your hips should be in line with your knees here. And let's just hold here for 5 breaths. And then just slowly start to come onto your elbows and then go all the way down onto your stomach. You're gonna bring your hands close to your chest. Keep your legs relaxed, but we're gonna engage our glute muscles as well as our back muscles as we slowly lift up, putting the weight in our hands, but using our back to lift us up. And then back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. And let's do one more, keeping those elbows bent. Don't go higher into a full cobra. Now we just hold here. Perfect. Let it go. And then slowly start to push yourself up into your child's pose again. And then slowly come back to your all fours position. We're gonna tuck our toes under. We're gonna inhale, exhale, slowly come to your downward facing dog. And let's just walk out the legs here a little bit. And then begin to take this walk all the way to your hands. Then we're gonna bend our knees, come to seated. Now release your legs a little bit. Keep your knees bent, a little bit wider than your hips with your legs. And then we just go side to side with our knees. So taking some nice windshield wipers here. Working on the inner stretch, inner hip, sorry, I don't know what I wanted to say, but working on our inner hip, because we're all about opening that hip. We also need to increase the flexibility, turning our hip in. Good. And now let's come back to center, and then we're just gonna fully lay down onto the ground. You're gonna grab your left knee, stretching out your right leg, and we're just gonna take some nice hip circles here. Now going the other way with those hip circles. Then inhale, squeeze that knee to your chest. Exhale, we're gonna take a nice spinal twist. So bring that right knee across your body. Arm goes to the other direction, your head as well. Try to keep those shoulders on the ground. Doesn't really matter what's happening with your knee, how far it's going. And now just hold here. We're gonna hold here for 10 breaths. And now slowly release. Let's now take a moment to slowly grab that other knee. And then we'll just begin to take those circles around. You can do this with both hands or just one hand. And now going the other way. Good. And now inhale, squeeze that knee to your chest. Then exhale, let's bring it across our body. Shoulders stay grounded. You can also look straight to the ceiling if this is feeling a little uncomfortable. And just hold here, focusing on your breath, focusing on releasing the tension within your body with each exhale. Now slowly release here as well. Let's bend our knees, stretch our legs up, and we're gonna take our happy baby pose. So you're welcome to grab wherever, under your thighs, and then bend open under the knees, ankles, or the outsides of your feet. And then we're just gonna hold here, trying to see how low we can bring those knees. Trying to stay relaxed in your shoulders. If you feel really tense, you might be grabbing way too far for yourself right now. So just grab a little bit lower, say your ankles or your knees. And maybe just close your eyes here. Take a moment to really focus on your body, feeling the sensations. Now slowly stretch those legs up, bend your knees. Let's take a nice rock side to side for a moment. And now slowly let's roll ourselves back up. You're just gonna cross your legs and then make your way back on and in to your downward facing dog. Slowly getting there. Don't worry if your knees need to stay bent here. Just do your best. Hold here for a moment. Feeling that nice stretch in your calf muscles, in your Achilles, as well as your hamstrings. Trying to stay long in your spine. And now we're just going to bring our right foot through in between our hands. And we're just going to flex our foot, coming into our half split. We're going to push our right hip back, left hip forward, and we're just gonna point our toes, flex the foot. Point and flex. This is something I do a lot in my flexibility class. If you're ever interested, you can just look at the description and sign up if you want to. It's an online class, so anyone can join. Good. Now keep that foot flexed, and then we're just going to slowly come lower down with our head, but bending from our hips. We don't want to round out in the spine at any point. And again, just 10 breaths here like we've been doing. Holding that nice adjustment with your hips, keeping them nice and square. And now just slowly release. Give yourself a nice little rock back and forth. You're welcome to untuck your toes if they were tucked under. And now we're just going to bring our hands to the inside of our foot and then walk our right foot all the way to the end of the mat. Then we're just going to keep it nice and straight forward. Peel our foot off of the mat. So now your foot is really on the side and on your pinky toe. And then we're just gonna inhale, look up, drop the hips, exhale, release. Inhale down, exhale, release. And let's do 2 more. And now let's just hold down here. You can stay here on your hands, or you're welcome to come all the way down onto your elbows. Wherever you are, you can add a nice rock side to side. You can tuck your toes under, or even increase the difficulty by lifting your back knee. Do what feels right here and right for your level. Now slowly come back up. Just plant your foot back down on the mat. Just rock back and forth a little bit. Now we're going to open up our right foot at a diagonal. Come back down with our hips. Now we're going to reach our right arm back, reaching for that opposite foot, the left foot, and just hold here for a nice quad stretch. You're welcome to grab a resistance band, bring it around your foot if you are not able to catch your foot yet. And now just hold here. Feel a nice opening in your body as well. And this is just a gentle pull because it is quite intense. Just holding here for 5 breaths. And now slowly release. Again, just rock back and forth with your hips here. And now we're just gonna go deeper into this glute area. So you're going to lift your back knee, jump your leg under, and we're just gonna take a shoelace pose here. So you are welcome to keep your right foot grounded, or you can release that foot and just tuck it under if your flexibility allows it, to really stack those knees on top of each other. We're gonna inhale those arms up, exhale, slowly come down, stretching out the glutes here. Again, 10 breaths. And now slowly come back up. Let's again turn back to that original side. Just release here, tuck your back toes under, and let's meet all in our downward facing dog and just walk out those legs again. And now let's just step our left foot forward, coming down onto our knee. And right away coming into our half split. You can keep your back toes tucked under or release. It's up to you. And now we're just going to flex and point. Flex and point. Let's do that 10 times. And last one, and now keep your foot flexed, turn your right hip in, left hip back, and just going down with your head here. Making sure you're bending from your hips and not your back. Try not to round out in the spine. now slowly release. Rock your hips back and forth. You can release your back toes now. And now we're just going to walk this foot all the way to the end. We're going to peel our foot off of the mat, coming onto the pinky toe. Inhale, look up, drop your hips. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Last one. And now just come down with your hips. You can stay here or come down onto your elbows, maybe even add a rock side to side, lift your back knee, however you want. And now slowly come back up, bring your foot back down and just rock it out. And now we're just gonna open up this left foot at a diagonal, drop your hips down, left arm is gonna reach back, catching your right foot and just holding here. And now slowly release. Again, rock your hips back and forth if you need to. And then we're just going to lift our back knee, jump our leg under, and I'm just gonna turn around so you can see me. We're gonna come back to that shoelace pose, either with your left foot grounded or release, and then stacking the knees on top of each other. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, slowly release down and hold. And now slowly come back up. Let's ground that foot and then just turn towards that side. You're just gonna release, tuck your back toes under. Let's come back to our downward facing dog once again and just walk it out here. And now we're just going to come down onto our knees. You're gonna come and sit on your heels. We're gonna take a quick little side stretch. So again, I'm just gonna turn towards you guys. Doesn't mean you have to move. One hand is gonna go down onto the ground. We're gonna inhale the other arm up. Exhale, just going to the side. You can even place a yoga block here to help you. Then inhale, release. Exhale to that other side. And let's release one more time. Let's stretch it again. Keeping your head in line with your neck. And release one more time, the other side. And release. Great. I'm just going to turn back because we're going to get ready for our camel pose. So legs are hip width apart. Hands are going to come to the top of our sacrum. You're welcome to also grab down to your heels or ankles. We're going to inhale, stretch our spine, tuck our pelvis under, squeeze our glutes, and then just come back, leaning back, holding here. As I said, you can go a little bit lower with your hands if you want, and just release here. And then bring your hands back to your hips, slowly come back up, and then we just slowly sit on our heels just to neutralize that spine. Then inhale your arms up, exhale, slowly come down to your child's pose. And then just coming down, sorry, not down, but up. And we're just going to make our way up to standing, and we're going to take our final stretches, our spirals. So let's start off with our classic spiral. We're going to just hold on to a chair or a wall, it's up to you. And we're just going to hold there for 10 seconds, making sure the hip is turned out, but that doesn't mean out to the side. Try to keep it in line with that hip if you can. Stretching your knee, pointing your toes if you can. And try to go low with your body to allow that leg to have more space to lift up. So it's not like an arabesque here. You can also keep a soft knee bend in your knee if you need to, but try to work up that you can stretch that standing leg. So let's get ready. Let's come to hold, and we hold for 10. And slowly release. Take a moment to shake out your standing leg. And then we're just gonna do the other side as well. So let's get ready. Find your form. Come lower with your body and lift up and hold. Keep breathing the entire time. Don't hold your breath. Using your glute muscles, and now slowly release. Shake it out. Now we're going to get ready to do our dancer's pose, or lots of people call it a different thing on the ice. I don't actually know the right name for it, but some people call it the princess spiral. I kind of like that. I think it's cute. So you're gonna grab the inside of your foot. On the ice, you would grab your heel. Of course, if you have those new special blades, you have to grab the middle part of your blade. So that's why I like gold seals, guys, because it's so much easier to grab your foot for these poses. So grab the inside of your foot with your same hand. And then again, we're just gonna pull up. Make sure you're not going too far into those hamstrings. Try to stay a little bit lifted up here. We're already halfway there. And slowly release. And you are welcome to balance these poses. You don't need to hold on to something. This just allows you to stretch a little bit more in this moment if you hold on to something. So let's get ready for the other side. Grabbing that foot and coming up. Trying to keep your hip nice and squared, so you don't want to be super open here. And already holding. Trying to keep tension in that hand with your foot. You don't want to be relaxed. And now slowly release. Again, shake it out. Maybe shake out your body. Add some movement to release that soreness. And now we're gonna take our side spiral. You are welcome to grab a band to help you out. You can grab your big toe with your 2 fingers. You can grab the outside of your foot, or you can grab your heel. And for those whose flexibility allows it, you can grab with 2 hands. So it's up to you. We're just gonna hold here 10 seconds, already starting. Trying your best to stretch your standing leg. I know it's hard. And slowly, very slowly release. You don't want to crash down in any of these poses. And let's take it to the other side. So let's get ready. Grabbing wherever we want. And then just holding here, 10 seconds. And slowly release. Good. Shake it out. Doing our last pose, our catch camel pose or twisted dancer. So opposite hand to the foot or ankle. You can also grab the ankle. Again, if you're on the ice, you would grab your heel with gold seals. That's really easy. And now we're just going to stretch up nicely and hold. Again, keeping tension in that hand with your foot, really stretching into that hand, keeping your back elbow nice and stretched as well. And slowly release here. Shake it out. And now let's take it to the other side. So, oops, almost did dancer's pose. So grabbing that foot or ankle, and let's lift up, holding here. Again, you're welcome to just balance these poses. You don't need to hold on to anything. And slowly release. Shake it out again. And now let's just take a nice releasing pose. Legs are hip width apart. Bend your knees. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, slowly coming down and just hanging out here. Letting that spine round out again. And now slowly start to come up. And we are finished for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this stretch, and I hope it helps you to maintain your flexibility and keep your flexibility goals while you're not on the ice. So guys, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.